Hello engineers, you are welcome to Chris Control Automation. Today we are going to continue the automatic changeover switch that we are doing, okay? So this video is going to be part 2 of the part 1 that we have already done. In this part 2, we are going to add a timer, just a single timer, alright? Yes, and see how the operation is going to be, okay? So in the next video of the automatic changeover switch, alright, we are also going to add another timer, making 2 timers, and see how that one will also operate until finally we get to the final automatic changeover switch, right? So please, if you are new to this channel, I will urge you that you subscribe to this channel, alright, by hitting on the subscribe button, and then you hit on the bell icon. You select all to be able to receive all my videos, okay? And then also share the videos with your friends, like the video, and then comment on the video, alright? So let's get started. So engineers, this is the old diagram, okay? The old one, alright? Yeah, so the old one, you have the utility side. This is the genset side, the generator side. This is the power side, okay? The load. Yeah, but in the new diagram, we are going to maintain the utility side, everything here, the same thing. But in the generator side, we are going to change and add certain things, okay? I told you we are going to include a timer, all right? Okay, this is on delay timer. So let's begin, okay? Let's begin here. So this is our utility side, all right? Utility. Okay, so this is line 1, all right? To come to the breaker, okay? This is the breaker. All right, this is the breaker, okay? Like the same thing as the old one, the utility side, okay? From the breaker to go to R3, this is R3. From R3 to go to K2. Okay, then from K2 to come to R1, the R1. From the breaker down here, to go to R1 normally open to the K1. This is R1. Then we tap from the same place to R2, R2. This is R2, A1, and then A2, okay? So we are done with the utility side, all right? It is left with the genset side, okay? So this is the genset, all right, for the old one, okay? So we are going to be changing certain things, and then you add certain things, okay? All right. So what we are going to do is, right? This side, okay? Let's draw our generator line. This is the genset. Generator or genset. Generating set or genset, okay? This is also line 1. So you tap from here, we give it to also the breaker, all right? From the breaker, okay? And then it will go to this R2 normally close contact here, okay? All right. All right, and then from here, okay, it will go to a timer instead of the R3. It is going to a timer, right? Timer, yeah. It's going to a timer. So this is timer symbol, all right? So T1, it is on delay timer. on delay timer. Okay, on delay timer. All right, now this is R2. This is breaker for the genset. Okay, now here we tap from the same place. Okay, we tap from the same place. All right, this breaker, the down here. Okay, down here. All right, yeah, you see that, and then it will go to this timer, normally open contact. Okay, normally open contact, the timer. So this is T1. This is T1. All right, and then it will go to R3. Now to be R3. Okay, this R3. Okay, my drawing is very nice because this one is passing here, this one is passing here. Very nice, very nice. I have to go and do visual art. Yeah, or what do you think? Should I go and do visual art? Should I go and do it? Comment on the down there. Just comment down there. Okay, let me hear you. Should I go and do visual art? Because I know how to draw. They are all in line. This one is passing United States. This one is passing Kenya. Yeah. So let me hear from you. What do you think I should go and do? Should I go and do visual art? Or I should continue with the electrical engineering? Okay, so now, here, you see that? This is timer contact, all right? And we also tap from this side, under the timer open contact here, all right? Okay, and then that one will come to an open contact on this R3, okay? Then it will go to the K2, okay? Yes, so this is R3. I said earlier that we are changing certain things and then adding certain things, okay? So this is the neutral line for this. This is neutral. This is line 1. But they are apart. When you are doing them practically, okay, they are not going to use the same line and neutral, okay? No, the utility would have its own live and neutral. And then the genset, this live 1 and the neutral, it will come from the genset. All right? Okay. So when you get to the final practical changeover switch, the automatic changeover switch, that is where I would explain those ones too. Okay? Yeah. So that is it. Let me explain the circuit. All right? Let me explain the circuit. Okay? We didn't add the power here, so I will use this one to explain. All right? So now let's assume that our utility power is off. Okay, our generator power is also off. Okay, it's also off. And now let's assume that we are coming to operate on the genset. Okay, we are coming to operate on the genset first. Okay, so now it means that we are starting our generator. So when the generator started, okay, some of the generators, they have some on delay. After the generator has started, the output will not switch on. It will delay for some time before the output will switch on. Okay, so let's assume that our generator has started. So after the preset time, the on time, okay, the output will switch on by closing this breaker. We are using this one for the demonstration. Okay, so it means that the output will switch on. That is when we close our breaker here. So as this breaker close, current will flow through this R2 contact to energize the timer. The timer will delay for some time. Okay, after the preset time, this contact will close. This R3 will energize because current will flow through here. It's when this R3 energizes, okay, the contact here will close and then the K2 will energize. Okay, so as it energizes, this contact they will close and then the generator power will be applied to the load. All right. Okay, so now we are operating on the generator. So as these contacts are energized, these contacts are all opened. All right, they are all open. So we are operating on the generator now. Now let's assume that the utility power comes back. Okay, it is being restored. It means that this breaker, when you close this breaker, current is going to flow through. That is when the utility power is restored. Okay, so let's see here. As this breaker closes, current will flow through here. But when the current gets here, because these relays and contactors are all on, okay, these contacts are all opened, so the current cannot continue its way. So to find its way here, when it gets here, this relay is also open. It is off, so it can't flow through here. So to find its way here, to energize this relay, okay, to energize this relay. So this relay is serving as a sensor to indicate that the utility power is on. All right. So the moment this relay energizes, it will open this contact. All right. It will open this contact. So when this contact opens, the timer will de-energize. When the timer de-energizes, this contact will open back because it is on the timer. So as it opens, these two contacts, the R3 and K2, they are going to de-energize. So as they de-energize, okay, this contact on them, the R3 will become close again. The K2 will also close back. So in that case, current is going to flow through this contact to energize the R1. As the R1 energizes, this contact will close. As it closes, current will flow through the K1, and then power will be restored, okay, to the house. Okay, as the K1 energizes, the utility power will be restored to the house. These contacts, they are going to close. Okay, so now we are operating on utility power. Okay, as the utility power, okay, came on, as it was restored, the genset, though the output, okay, the genset light or power is off, but the engine, the generator engine, the engine itself is still running, because some of the generators, they have off delay time. After the power has cut off, the engine will still run for some time before it switches off. All right, it switches itself off. So now let's assume that the engine didn't go off. Okay, though the utility power came, and then this this side opened. The power is there. The power is off. Okay, the power is off because this side is open. Though the output of the generator, that output contact, it is still on. It is still on. Okay, it is still on. So let's see what happens here. The utility power goes off again because it came on. After short time, it went off again. Let's see what happened. The moment it went off, all right, this component, they are going to de-energize. So when they de-energize, okay, the utility power will be off. This power will be off. And let's see here. When this R2 de-energizes, this contact is going to close again. Okay, it is going to close again. So the moment it closes, all right, the timer will delay again for that preset time. After the preset time, before it will also energize this contactor K2 to again switch on the genset power to the load. Okay, so that is the main reason why this timer is there. It is there to provide a delay so that when the utility power goes off, whilst the genset engine is still running, okay, and then the output is still closed, all right, okay, and then this contact closes again, the power shouldn't come to the house at once at that same time, else it can be damaging some appliances. Let's say our fridge is on and then the utility power went off. Okay, at that time the genset power was on. Sorry, at that time the genset engine was on and then the utility power went off. It means that the genset power is going to be restored again at once. In that case, there will be some power fluctuation. It can cause some appliance to get damaged. Okay, that is why this timer is there. So in our next circuit, we are going to add timer in the utility to also delay the utility. All right, in this circuit, when the utility power is restored, this one opens and then the output of the generator will go off. The power will go off and then the utility will be restored. But in the next circuit, we are going to add timer in the utility. Okay, yes. So we have two more circuits to go. From this, we have two circuits to complete the automatic changeover switch. Okay, so this is the complete wiring. Okay, so now let's assume that, as I said earlier in the diagram, let's assume that our utility power is off and then we are coming to start the genset. Okay, so this is the genset breaker, the utility breaker, the utility contactor, utility relays, okay, genset relay, genset timer, and then genset contactor. We have already on the genset, okay, but it will delay for some time before the output will switch on. So let's assume that the output has switched on. Okay, let's do that by on this breaker. You have switched it on, right? So now you see that it is delaying. Okay, after some time, then the output will switch on. Let's see. You see that after some delay time, okay, the output of the contactor 2, that's the generator contactor, that switch on. So in this case, we are having generator power. All right, this contact, they are all closed. Okay, you see that? Yes. So let's see what happens here. When the genset is running, okay, when the genset is running and then the utility power comes in, you see that it comes in. Let's see, it is restored. All right, let's see, let's on the breaker. You see that the power immediately this utility breaker, immediately this utility contactor, it is energized and then the power is there. Okay, though in the next circuit you are going to add another timer in this circuit, but for now our focus is on the generator side. Okay, so as the utility power was restored, the generator power is off. So it means that this K1 is closed, this side is open, so that we are using the utility power. All right, okay, yeah, okay. So now let me tell you something here. What I told you earlier, the reason why I brought a timer, let's see the explanation here. Let's assume that our genset engine, okay, the engine is still running. Okay, the engine is still running, but the output of the generator is not off. Though this side, as the utility power came, okay, as the utility power came, the time this really energized, the time the utility power came, this one energized and it's opened here. So these components are all off. That is why this side is off. Okay, the relay 3, timer, and then the contactor 2, they are all off because this side is open. Now, but the engine is still running because we have not, the engine output is not off because the engine is still running. It will run for some time before it will go off. All right, okay, but the output is not switched off. It is still on. It is still closed. It's only this side that is open to de-energize this component. So let's assume that the utility power, okay, goes off again. Let's see what happens. To go off again. You see, off. You see that the generator output is not on, and then for some time it will come on again. Let's see. All right, though the engine will still be running, but because there was a delay time, the time it went off, all right, it went off. The output of the generator didn't switch on at that same time. It delayed for some time, waiting to ensure that maybe this one will come on again so that it will not meet. Okay, let's see. Let me demonstrate for you to see. Off. It is delaying. On. You see that? And this thing, it does happen so many times in our homes. When you have generator and then utility power, the moment the utility power goes off, the genset will start. Okay, it is running, but the utility power will come on again and it will go off again. So in that case, there is always a delay in the generator output. So as it went off, the output is off, right? The genset is delaying, but it will come on again. So it means that the genset output will not switch on. Okay, so engineers, this is a simple ATS or automatic changeover switch. All right, the next circuit, I'm going to add timer. Okay, timer in the utility side, so that as the utility power is restored, there should be some delay time, okay, to delay it. This is so practical. All right, you can wire this circuit in your home, okay, in your premises. So the next circuit, we are going to add timer in the utility side. Okay, yeah. So engineers, please, if today is the first time you're watching this channel, I'll urge you that you subscribe to my channel. Okay, then you also hit the bell icon. You select all from the options. Okay, and then you like the video, you put down a comment, and then you share the video to your friends. Okay, so I'll see you in my next tutorials. Thank you.